Hello, we're going to be doing the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. Lots of people have been helping me and you can join in with Lisa and Becky and do some signing.
Jack lived with his mum. They were poor and were often hungry. "I'm so hungry, Mum," said Jack. "There's not even anything to have for breakfast." "I'm sorry," said Jack's mum. "We haven't any food left or any money to buy food. We'll just have to sell our cow, Daisy. You must take her to the market." Daisy was sad. She didn't want to be sold.
Nobody asked me. What will Jack do without me?
On the way to market, Jack met a strange man who wanted to buy Daisy. He gave him 5 beans and said they were magic.
Beans? Sell me for beans?
The man gave Jack some magic beans.
Jack took the beans home to his mum and told her that they were magic.
Jack gave the magic beans to his mum.
But Jack's mum was cross. She didn't want beans, she wanted money for food. Jack's mum took the beans and threw them out of the window.
Jack's mum was cross and she threw them out of the window.
She sent poor Jack to bed without anything to eat.
She sent Jack to bed with nothing to eat.
Jack felt hungry and sad.
Jack was hungry and sad.
The next morning, Jack got up and looked out the window. All he could see was the most enormous beanstalk.
The next day, Jack saw a huge beanstalk outside the window.
Jack quickly ran outside into the garden. "Wow, it goes right up into the sky," thought Jack. Jack decided to climb the giant beanstalk and see where it went.
Jack climbed and climbed the beanstalk.
Jack climbed and climbed up into the clouds.
It was as high as the sky.
When Jack reached the top of the beanstalk, there was an enormous castle. Jack quietly crept inside the enormous door. Inside, Jack felt very small. Everything was so big.
Look, an enormous castle. Inside, everything was huge.
Jack heard a noise. Quickly, he ran and hid behind a cupboard door.
Jack heard a noise. He hid behind the door.
Fee-fi-fo-fum! I smell the blood of an Englishman!
It was the giant. He sat down at an enormous table on which he had a golden harp and a chicken that seemed to lay golden eggs.
He saw a giant, a harp, and a chicken.
Jack crept out and hid under the giant table. Soon he heard the giant say in a loud voice, "Lay!"
Jack hid under the table.
Jack saw a huge golden egg fall onto the floor.
The chicken laid a golden egg.
The giant pointed and spoke to the golden harp. The harp sang and the giant fell fast asleep.
The giant fell asleep.
Jack quickly took the golden harp and the chicken that laid golden eggs. But as he was running away, the harp shouted, "Help! Help!" The giant woke up and came after Jack.
Fee-fi-fo-fum! I smell the blood of an Englishman!
Jack quickly climbed down the beanstalk as fast as he could.
Jack climbed down quickly.
Jack reached the bottom and shouted, "Help!" Jack's mum heard him and came running with her axe to chop down the beanstalk.
Mum chopped down the beanstalk.
Down came the beanstalk and down came the giant.
The giant fell to the ground.
Jack's mum was very happy with the chicken that laid golden eggs. Now they could buy back Daisy the cow.
Jack's mum was happy with the chicken that laid golden eggs.
I'm so pleased to be back on the farm with Jack. Now we have lots of food and we're going to live happily ever after.
The end.
I hope you liked our story. Did you join in and do some signing? Thank you to all the people that helped.
Did you recognise some of the different people that all played Jack in the story? There were 16 different Jacks, all pretending to do different parts of our story, and they were all so good. Some were pretending to be Jack's mum. We had a magic bean seller, some different Daisy the cows, and then, of course, there were the giants. But what about the chicken? Who was that?